This video is brought to you by Helix Sleep. What is going on, everyone? My name is Jason, and these are the AirPods 3 1 week later. What is going on, everyone? Jason here, and today we're taking a look at the newest addition to the ultra popular AirPods lineup, the newly announced AirPods 3. Now I'm just gonna come out and say it. I love AirPods. I truly consider them to be one of the best and smartest Apple devices Apple has ever made. And I may have sounded like a crazy person saying that when they were first debuted, but seriously, take a look at how much they've influenced the headphone space in a relatively short amount of time. Virtually every competitor had to play catch up, and while the space has definitely grown with some additional big players, I think it's fair to say that it's because of the AirPods. So I was pretty psyched after Apple dropped these not too long after launching the new iPhone 13s, mainly because there hasn't been too much love given to the non-pro version of Apple's truly wireless headphones. So of course I picked up a pair as fast as I could, and I've been pressure testing these for about a week now, checking out all the new features and benchmarking them against the other models, all in an effort to help answer the question, are the AirPods 3 worth it? Now before we get into the review, in case you're new here, I'm Jason. I would really appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up. It really does help me out. And in case you're a tech junkie like me, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with all the reviews. And before I jump into it, answer this quick question for me. When considering a pair of truly wireless headphones, what is the most important feature to you? Curious to see what you all have to say. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. Okay, first let's talk about the AirPods 3's physical design. The best way that I could describe it visually, imagine if the AirPods 2 and the AirPods Pro had a baby, the end result would be the AirPods 3. And I will say that the dominant genes here would be from the Pro because the resemblance is much stronger. The AirPods 3 adopt that wider case form factor that the Pros made so popular, and one of the things that first surprised me when I got into my hands was the size. When Apple announced these at launch, they looked so similar to the AirPods Pro, I assumed that the case size would be the same, but these are actually slightly smaller and more compact. And it's surprisingly nice because any space that I can save in my pocket when carrying around headphones is a bonus to me. It's made out of the same high-grade plastic with that signature glossy white finish. It has that perfectly machined cover with that super quality latch, giving you that iconic clack whenever you close them. Yes, they still charge via Lightning, but the AirPods 3 support MagSafe charging, which is a nice addition. The earbuds themselves follow the same theme that I mentioned earlier about the AirPods 2 and the Pros having a baby. You get a lot of shared features here. Number one, you don't have any silicone ear tips on these guys, much like the AirPods 2. You have the driver and a molded plastic body, emblematic of the OG wired earpods that Apple fans love so much. So these are designed to sit in your ear without creating a seal, which many do find to be more comfortable. That said, the drivers are more visually similar with the drivers of the AirPods Pro. They're larger and have that similar angle design with the shorter stems. The stems also have the built-in touch controls, so you get a nice chamfered edge here. And all in all, the AirPods 3 look very familiar for different reasons, and I think this direction when it comes to physical design makes a lot of sense for those coming from either the AirPods 1 or 2. Moreover, from a quality standpoint, the AirPods 3 are IPX4 sweat and water resistant, which is the same rating as the Pros. This is a really good addition because it's not exactly difficult to misplace these. A few weeks ago, I left my AirPods Pro in my shorts and ran them through the entire wash cycle in the washing machine. I thought they were toast when I figured out what happened, but after letting them completely dry out, they totally still work, which is kind of amazing. And overall, I think the simplest way to say it, the AirPods 3 look and feel like AirPods. And what I mean by that is that some people are going to love the look, others not so much, but there's no major overhaul here in terms of aesthetics that would confuse these for anything else. Now before we get into how these fit, because that's going to be a major part of whether or not these are for you, I want to take a second and give a huge shout out to today's video sponsor, Helix. Helix Sleep is one of the biggest names when it comes to bedding, as it makes some of the most premium mattresses in the game today. And even though the box mattress space is getting pretty big, what makes Helix stand out is that they're designed to really fit your specific needs. Now I'm getting older, and sitting all day editing videos has not been kind to my lower back, so having the right mattress is extremely important to me. That said, to be honest, I really didn't know which kind I should go with throughout my history of buying beds. I've always arbitrarily gone with a firm spring mattress since forever for no specific reason. And one of the main reasons why I love Helix is that it recognizes that everybody is different. So before you even start looking at their lineup of mattresses, they have you take a very simple and easy to do sleep quiz. It asks you information about your body type, how many people will be using the bed, and your sleep position. I personally am a side and back sleeper alternating between the two. And after completing the quiz, Helix recommended this guy, the Helix Midnight. Now Helix was awesome enough to send over the Helix Midnight Luxe for me to check out, and I've been sleeping on it for a few weeks now, and man, it's changed my life. I never realized how a transition to a hybrid mattress made with both memory foam and coiled springs, and a medium firmness like the Midnight has, would be so much better for me as a side sleeper. It provides significantly more pressure point relief on my hips and shoulders, without giving me that feeling I'm sinking in quicksand, as it does have the support from the zoned coiled springs, and I legit fall asleep so much faster on this bed, with almost no tossing and turning anymore. Plus, this being the luxe version of the mattress, it comes with a super premium pillow top for even more comfort. This thing is awesome because it's made out of a breathable tensile technology that supports airflow to keep you cool when you're sleeping. I tend to sleep hot, so this has been a breath of fresh air when going to bed. And the best part about going with a Helix mattress is that they deliver it right to your door for free. It comes vacuum sealed and rolled up in a box, and it's super easy to set up by yourself. Just take it out of the box, take off the protective wrap, carefully open up the vacuum seal, and the mattress will automatically start taking shape. It's really that simple. Now, if it makes you nervous about buying something you've never tried, especially a mattress, Helix has a 100-night sleep trial that allows you to try out the mattress for more than 3 months, just to ensure that you love it, and in the off chance that you don't, no problem. They'll pick it up for free and give you a full refund. Plus, all Helix mattresses come with a 10-year warranty, and they even offer financing options and flexible payment plans, so a great night's sleep is a lot more accessible than you think. Now, if you guys are interested in checking out Helix Sleep, we got an awesome deal for you all. Either click the link in the description below or go to helixsleep.com/JSLreview, and you'll get $200 off the mattress of your choice. And not only that, Helix will throw in 2 free pillows. I absolutely love my Helix bed, and I'm confident you will too. Check out Helix Sleep today. Okay, next, let's get into the fit and functionality of the AirPods 3. The first thing that hit me right away when putting these in my ears was that they're noticeably larger than the AirPods 2. Made me a little bit worried that these may not fit as well, given the additional bulk and lack of any silicone ear tip, but the angle design made them fit fine for me. I should say that my ears are shaped in a way that majority of headphones fit fine, which I know isn't the case for all people, but I did put this through a ringer of tests, walking around with them, running with them, and just shaking my head as vigorously as I can, and I had no problem keeping them in. The AirPods 3 still maintains that super lightweight feel as the AirPods 2 if that's important to you. I know a lot of people like running with the AirPods. As far as how they look with them on, they definitely mirror the look of the AirPods Pro. You don't have the straight stems anymore, which may or may not make you happy. It really depends on how much you like the older look. But overall, I like the way these come off when wearing them. They're not over bulky or too attention grabbing, and they look pretty clean. When it comes to functionality, the AirPods 3 are equipped with Apple's H1 chip. This provides for that seamless connection process if you have an iPhone, which is fantastic. It also has the ability to take advantage of Apple's Find My Network's precision finding, much like an AirTag. This is great if you're always leaving your AirPods in a bag or a pair of pants, and it works pretty well. One of the welcome changes to make its way to the AirPods 3 is the addition of the touch capacitive controls on the stems. It's way better than the limited touch controls that are on the AirPods 2, and I like having the controls here rather than on the driver itself. It takes a little getting used to, but it's easy to use and in my opinion the least disruptive way to play, pause, skip tracks, etc. The drivers also have a new skin sensor to more accurately sense when the AirPods are in and out of your ears, which is nice. An important thing to note is that the 3s have the best battery life in comparison to the other models. You get around 6 hours of music playback on a full charge, and a fully charged case will provide you around 30 hours total, which is pretty great. And these also support fast charging as well. 5 minutes of charging will provide you an hour of music playback, which is really nice. And with that, let's jump into the most important aspect around the new AirPods 3, and that's the sound quality. Now, Apple did implement new drivers that are larger and has features like adaptive EQ, so I was hopeful that the sound quality would be better. I mean, I've always said that AirPods never led the pack in this area, so my expectations were pretty high, and I'm happy to say that especially when in comparison to the sound quality of the AirPods 2, they're noticeably better. One of the most immediate improvements I noticed was with the bass. It's way more enhanced, even to the point where I'll say it's better than the AirPods Pro. It's a really clean enhancement at the low end, so it doesn't overpower or come off distorted. It's a really tight controlled bass that sounds pretty solid. You still maintain that relatively balanced sound profile the AirPods are known for, with the bright mids and highs, which makes a wide range of music super enjoyable on these. And 1 week later, I have to say that I'm pleasantly surprised at how good the AirPods 3 sound. That sentiment is really highlighted when listening to music that supports Apple's spatial audio. The AirPods 3, like the Pro, support this audio format, and man, on certain tracks, it's pretty fantastic. Music and movies that take advantage of this technology provide a much more rich listening experience, as the soundstage comes off significantly wider, giving you much better separation of sound. It's seriously quite impressive, and it's great that the AirPods 3 support this. Now, because there's no active noise cancellation and no seal associated with some kind of silicone tip, I will say that there is going to be sound leak. Again, some will welcome this as they like wearing their AirPods on, say, like a run, where they want to have some sense of their surroundings. It's definitely not going to be ideal for something like flight though. The engine noise will be almost impossible to drown out. So if you plan on using your AirPods in a noisy environment and you want that immersive, transportive experience out of that noise, I highly recommend shelling out the additional dough for the Pros. But if you're wanting that open back design and don't care about noise cancellation, the the AirPods 3 make for a strong upgrade against the AirPods 2. And with that, the last component I want to talk about here is price. The AirPods 3 come in with a $179 price tag, and that puts it in a weird spot when it comes to the saturated, truly wireless headphone market. I think if you're dead set on getting AirPods, these are better than the AirPods 2 in virtually every way, and I would highly recommend them. But at that price point, there's a lot of other competitors that will give you better overall sound quality and more features. For example, the Soundcore Liberty Air 2 Pros are just $89 right now on Amazon. The sound quality on those are way better and you get more features. Now I will disclose that Soundcore is a channel sponsor, so take that opinion with a big grain of salt. They're in no way paying me to say that or associated with this video by any means. I've just been legit blown away by those headphones. In addition, the AirPods Pro come in at $249, but they're on sale on Amazon right now for $199. That's just 20 bucks more than the 3s, and I think it's way worth it to shell out the extra money to get the Pros at that price. The sound quality is nearly the same, but you get the option for the incredible active noise cancellation capability the Pros have. That to me is a no-brainer buy in this case. But all in all, the new AirPods are pretty great. You'll definitely find them enjoyable should you decide to snag these up. Just know that you have a lot of options out there. Okay, that's about it for this review. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up if you guys found it useful. Again, I'd really appreciate it. Check out these other reviews if you're looking for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.